What's up, y'all? BBQ Dropout. So if you're wondering how often you should be adding wood to your smoker to kind of fuel your brisket cook, then I would say it really just kind of depends on how hot and fast or how low and slow you happen to be cooking it at, meaning what temperature are you cooking it at? Are you cooking it at about 225 to about 250 degrees Fahrenheit, or are you cooking it above 275 degrees Fahrenheit? That'll kind of give you the indication as to how hot and fast, which is the 275 and above range, versus the low and slow, which is about 250 to 225 range for temperature ranges. So when you ask, or when you're wondering, well, how often should I be adding wood to my fuel, my fire? There's really no like set time frame, I would say, but just kind of understand, generally speaking, how hot or how low you're cooking it at, and then kind of adjust accordingly, meaning actually taking a look at your fire, and if you're noticing a lot of ash or something all over the fire and the temperatures are somewhat starting to decline outside of those two specific temperature ranges, then that's when I would say more than likely you should be considering adding wood to your fire. So in terms of specific times, I'd say like, let's say you're smoking or trying to smoke consistently at around like 275 degrees or something, and then over time or over the brisket cook, you're noticing, well, you'll be noticing that like the temperature is decreasing to like 265 or something. Then I would say that's probably a good time to open your, depending on what kind of smoker you have, open the firebox door and insert a big old log in there if you have an offset smoker like me, and let it kind of catch over the period of the next like 10 to 15 minutes, and then slam the door shut or adjust the vents back to where you had them, and then kind of make sure that the temperatures sort of spike and then kind of level out and flatline, and then are kind of, you know, at that same temperature that you had it previously. So honestly, it's really kind of an art in terms of how often or how frequently you should be adding wood to your fire. But once you can kind of understand that there will be, in terms of adding wood to it, there's going to be a giant spike, and then it'll kind of level off, and then kind of be right at where you want it to, depending on your vent settings and how much airflow is actually coming to the wood itself. It's really just kind of an art form. So the only piece of advice I can really give you is to get out there and physically look at your thermometer readings for your smoker and just get hands-on experience intuitively to understand, okay, it's decreasing at this rate, it's 5 degrees below my target temperature range, I should probably start adding fuel to the fire in this specific manner. And that's really kind of the piece of advice I can give you. But anyways, hope you guys found that a little bit helpful, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.